Well, good news for those of you who are fully vaccinated. The CDC now says it's okay for you to travel. According to the newly released guidelines, the agency says fully vaccinated people don't need to get tested before or after traveling domestically. They also do not need to quarantine after travel. Now, if you'd like to travel abroad, the CDC says fully vaccinated people do not need to get tested beforehand unless it's required by the other country. However, while they still should get tested and have a negative test result before coming back to the U.S., they don't need to quarantine. Well, the CDC continues to stress that regardless of your vaccination status, you should still wear a mask on all forms of public transportation. The CDC defines fully vaccinated to mean that at least 2 weeks have passed since a person has received the second shot of a 2-dose vaccine or 1 dose of a single-dose vaccine.